be more drama indeed as Wood is off and Feeney's around. Big time trouble. Oh, he gets hugely cleaned up. He's gone, more damage.
That's a serious...
But you expect on a dry reconnaissance lap to the grid, this is not what any of us...
I mean, he's on the scruffy stuff, but enough cars run over that. These cars this year, with a 50-50 split between the combustion engine and the battery, the electrical...
A little bit quicker.
Oh, off the road, into the barrier. Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. What an unusual sight that is to see. The four-time world champion bouncing through the gravel, into the wall, and out of qualifying.
Issues with that number one Optus Mobile 1 Toyota GR Supra.
Oh, further back, there's a bit on here, Garth. It was Jones. Oh, no! Randall, this is a really tricky spot. Just about gets away with it. He's got damage, but man, that could have been so much worse. And he'll be parked up. And that could be another stoppage.
Yeah, so significant steering damage. Well, more than just steering damage.
In the fence, bro.
And that is a car from first.
Yeah, copy, mate, copy. Safety car has been called, just called.
And second in the team's championship out of action.
So
that actually started back.
Naughty little weave there to keep him back.
And here comes Nico Prost, he hits him, round goes Heidfeld, pirouetting in the stadium, and then a shunt, and the two teammates hit each other. Mitch Evans is caught up in all of that as well. They all get going. That's going to be a safety car, and that could clinch the race for Lucas de Grassi.
Yeah, he just clipped him. You see him there for ahead, two cars. He just clipped him, spun. These guys have got nowhere to go, and there's the result. So, yeah, Nico Prost did cause that collision. It wasn't malicious, I don't think, but... And then you see the two Mahindras hit each other.
Let's take a look. Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Oh, he oversteered going in.
Yes.
Overcorrected and then straight in the wall, and Malukas just getting through. Oh, man. Oh, Scott, heads
Little
up.
Dave.
He started trying to go back driver's left, but kept it driver's right, leaving that car width. But
Little Dave found a little gap, just barely.
oh, that one hurts.
That's going to be a lot of work for the PNC crew.
So let's take a look at everybody weaving down into turn 4. Keep your eyes towards the rear of the field. That's where it's all going to happen.
You see that 3 wide happen before. Okay, so it's Ferrucci and Stingray Robb side by side going in, and Mick Schumacher.
What comes next track condition-wise? Oh, this is an ARCA. Oh, bad rejoin, and another huge incident on the exit of the chase. And so this is going to be a disaster. Zane Goddard has driven back out on the road with 30 tyres and clean bowled a heap of cars, including Winterbottom, including car number 8, Dale Wood, and one of the Penrite cars in this. It's an unbelievable scene. So this is Goddard. Down the inside, he's locked the wheel, trying to get by Greg Murphy. Now he's straight on, he's into it. He's in the throttle, and he's emerged back on, out of control, nowhere for them to go. That is a massive shunt. And seriously, here we go. Oh my God, that is a massive shunt. Had nowhere to go, completely. And he's got 0.6 of a second over Davison. That's a nice cushion to get things started. Brody up into third. Monster crash. High. Now, he's had big ones here before, and he's gone heavily to the inside wall. This will trigger the BP Ultimate safety car. And sadly, the Newlon car, huge damage. Now, let's have a look further back in the pack to understand who did what to who. Okay, so the other car there was a Matt Stone racing car, but I'm not sure which of them it was.
Jack LeBrock.
You reckon?
Yep. You've still got a duty of care to come out of the throttle.
So that's the onboard view, and it just went on and on and on and on and on.
And turned it left.
So you got Scott going to the right, you got Jack going to the left, and in the end you've got a bucket load of loose nuts and bolts at the end of pit lane there up against. So it starts with James Golding tripping over right here, gets it crossed up, launches across the top of the curb, lucky not to roll it, and that has had the effect of tripping over Randall, and then the rest of them are all doing 150 kilometres an hour, and they drive smack bang into the middle of a gigantic mess. And that's going to take some time to clean up. I think I can say with a reasonable degree of confidence that all drivers are okay and out. James let go of the wheel and crossed his arms there. So that was a shocker. There's a great pile of cars all doing 150 odd kilometres an hour, just drive straight into the scene. Oh, God. So the Courtney car, it was lucky that thing didn't end up on its roof. Yeah. And then that's about where we picked it up, where there's a good 8 or so cars all just parked at varying angles. And this was perhaps the greatest concern. Go on the outside at turn 5 to displace Reynolds into the hairpin. He didn't get away with it. A car rotating violently in the middle of turn 6, and it's clean bowled and skittled about 4 or 5 cars. Now, I think it was a WAU car that I saw rotating initially, or it might have been Courtney.
Boards and flags.
Safety car will be deployed. Massive damage to Courtney's car. I caught it out of the left side of frame. There was a car rotating on the grass in the braking area into the hairpin. Does this tell more of the story?
But I think what's happened is it's so wet because of the moisture on the grass.
Suspended. Race has been suspended.
And James Taylor, the race director, suspending the race until they can get all these cars recovered and the debris off the road. So,
so yes, he got a bump for sure, but then he's spinning, then you're out of control, and he's made contact with other cars in racing direction. So he's come straight across from turn 4 and has gone to 5 on the exit then of 6, and the rejoin has made contact with a significant number of cars. That's why all those other cars were spinning off to the right-hand side on the exit of 6.
First caution of the day for an incident on to be end up there. I think you're correct. On track, second overall of the afternoon, had the yellow flag that came out to end stage 1.
There had to be some sort of issue to be that far off the track in turn 1.
Shane Van Gisbergen leading, and here's what brought out the yellow.
Oh yeah, high rate of speed.
Ooh.
Hold on,
big
though.
crash.
Big issue on the track. Diff, what has happened here in GTD?
And that is such a shame because that is a brand new entrant to the Rolex 24 here at Daytona. Eric Zitzer behind the wheel of the 28, and that is the RS1 Porsche. What a shame, and that is huge damage.
Let's take another look. Oh, it's exactly what happened. He's going to cross the grass here. This is going to be a big hit. Hang on. Oh, that is violent.
Yeah, it's very rare that you lose control of the car that early in the corner turns, and typically it happens a little bit deep into the corner, trying to tuck it to the inside, didn't really slow it down enough, a lot of steering angle, loses the tail, and that's the end result.
Now, GTD cars do have anti-lock braking system, but it won't prevent you totally from getting loose as you see it in real time.
I think that's where the experience comes in. He's on that inside line. He just tried to give that car on the outside too much room. Consequently, he tried to lay too much speed over a very tight radius.
The hardest thing to do as a driver, as he gets out luckily, but is walking gingerly with the AMR safety team, but good to see him up and out of the car. The hardest thing to do as a driver in that situation, Lee, is the car's rotating, is to release the brake pedal. You think something's bad's happening. The last thing I want to do is get off the brakes, but that's what you have to do to take the car off the nose and have a chance to keep it from spinning. You see him communicating with the safety team. I think he's pointing maybe to his lower back area as well. So they'll do a thorough job, as always, to evaluate him at the Infield Care Center. But that 28 Porsche GTD is done.
Lo sigue de cerca. Acá Faroldi se va para adentro y le queda regalado y servido y se lo devoró Panayotti. Marcelito.
No tuvo para dónde ir tampoco.
No tuviste tiempo ni de levantar el...
A lot of crashes there, but you see the front end as he was changing directions just as the track goes away. Oh man, you hate to see the bike flip like that after the big crash.
Pegó del lado de él. Uy, qué fuerte.
Tremendo.
Uy, qué piña, Tremenda piña, qué fuerte que salió, por Dios.
Se quedó sin freno.
Algo le pasó. Tremenda piña, claro, ¿cómo lo iba a volcar? Bueno.
Zone 2 ausgestartet ist, ist das jetzt und massiver Quersteher und Dreher für Dennis Wolf und nochmal den Peter Elfmann getroffen.
Die Play, jetzt gucken wir mal. Ja, der gut, will er reinziehen, und der Julian, das ist typisches, wie nennt man es, Moving under Braking, ne?
Ja, der Julian hat da natürlich jetzt auch nochmal hin und her.
The circuit. Oh.
Did well to get off it before he hit the wall.
Oh, thank goodness he did.
Oh, is Desoi going to take the lot of them? He's got up on the and all the
no! And that's a disastrous end to the race, and it's going to be Thomas.
At two different versions of the Porsche GT3. The 911 GT3, there's a crash at the back straight. Big shunts, wheels off. This will be a red flag.
Prince, very experienced driver, and Alexander
did well. So they were both trying to warm up their tyres, I think.
The way I would see that, I think that's on the Audi big time, because Alexander Prince is deviating his line massively, and Joby Huang's trying to warm his tyres up, and he just swipes straight into the side of the middle.
Trouble, back of the pack. Big crash in turn 3.
And there's Byron up there. I think that's what caused that. Something
right.
broke on that car, guys.
Yeah, it just shot up in the middle of
right front
right there.
See the right front down. We're going to have to see this. Obviously, the toe links broke too.
Yeah, Byron was in the wall in the back straightaway all day long.
Yeah, but I believe that car right there is the one who got this whole thing started with his trouble in 1 and 2.
And here it is. You're going to see him way off the pace from that incident we saw in 1 and 2 when it shot up, and everybody's trying to scramble to miss him. Cindric clips him, turns him up into everybody else.
Cody Ware, Todd Gilliland, Cole Custer.
See Denny Hamlin getting in there late.
All with pretty heavy damage.
Well, the grass is on fire here. Tried to start it. Pipes caught the grass on fire.
Ty gives out quickly.
Here we go. All right, you see him on the outside, obviously right there behind Bowman. See the energy starting to come. Oh, it seemed like Barry actually lifted a little bit when he drove down across him to try to go shoot in front of him, clipped him obviously, and
well, I think what happened right there is you're just going to see Bell with a late move right here, and you see the 54 had already committed to go below the 48, and I don't think they were expecting to be 4 wide right there.
We're not clear. He tried to shoot down to the bottom and just clipped him.
Everybody on track, 36 cars on the lead lap. Here we go. Oh, trouble, Kyle Busch, hard in the inside wall. By 2 by 3.
SVG on the bottom.
Yeah, both those cars got tight, and it's going to be a battle all the way to the line right here.
Oh, Larson gets turned. Coming up the racetrack. Traffic. Byron wins the stage.
Larson, big impact on the outside. He's done for the day.
And you can just feel that coming. I mean, all of a sudden,
in the dog leg shortcut. Rahal goes for Pileup. Oh, wonderful restart. And now VK wants to take advantage and will run wheel to wheel with the champion, and there's contact. Wow, that is the champion into the wall. And Rinus VK has damage as well. And that is huge.
Contact. Going to be contact right there. Mayhew makes contact with Mia. See, Mayhew goes for a slide. Looks like he's able to save that. But that damage, that contact may have cut down the tire on that 15. You can see the left rear tire is down already. See, there's DaCosta driving and nowhere to go. Watch, Haley Deegan does a really nice job avoiding that. Here comes Isabella, the 55. She makes contact. The 90 of Avedizian and Taylor Reimer in the 13.
Nowhere to go for Reimer. Car strewn from top to bottom on the track.
Yeah, that contact with Mayhew cut down that left rear tire. Ooh. Pretty hard contact. Again, you're coming off turn 2, and then you're driving right into that sun that we were talking about earlier. You can see that sunshine right in the eyes of DaCosta in that 25.
25 appears to have taken the worst of it, and then for good measure, Robusto into the back of teammate DaCosta. It's a tough sequence for Nitro.
Boy, Haley does a really nice job avoiding that. Eric Johnson Jr. as well in that number 5 car.
That's 2 nice moves by Johnson to kind of keep himself alive in this race. Green flag back in the air. Cars, 9 trucks in the final lap. First caution on The first lap here, the 89 and the 9 get into each other in the turn. Shelby Township, Michigan.
See if we can see what happens. It will be right side of your screen. There's going to be contact right. Well, the 06 turns around first and right in front of the field. All these cars with absolutely nowhere to go.
And back under green here in Phoenix.
Look at Bowman, look to the inside of McKee.
4 and now 5 wide through that dog leg.
Hope and expectation on this partnership having a very rough beginning.
Oh, he gets loose really early.
It looks like there was a bump. The car almost started to oscillate a little bit. But you're right, it's very early in the corner to have that happen. But this is
it's a shame.
The cost of...
That big
Caution.
First caution of the day, lap 5.
So we got that all started where Sieg actually got loose in the middle of 3 and 4, went up the track just slightly. Corey Day went to the middle to put it 3 wide. Ryan didn't realize he was there, nor did Gio Rosero. They
week inside the top 5 at Daytona. This week it's Ross Chastain, and he is delivering from the back.
I think Sammy Smith has a flat tire.
Oh, yeah,
look at that.
Sideways.
Oh, I saw him
and there
chase
it goes. 8's around. William Sawalich collected.
I saw the 8 chasing it all the way through the tri-oval, just trying to get woed up.
LeVar Scott in the 45 got damage.
That's such a shame for Sammy Smith. He's doing a great job once again at one of these drafting races. He's perennially there in the top 10 and top 5. So you pointed this out, Jamie.
Yeah, we got the right car marked here. It's the 8. See if there's any contact. I don't think anything from right there caused that, but you see how the car's dancing, wiggling? Yep. It's got like a left rear, right rear tire down. He's just trying to hang on to it.
Well, this is from when he got together there with his teammate Raja. So that was about a lap earlier out of 2. They got together a little bit on the high side. Raja was to his outside on the right rear, took some air off his spoiler. He went up the track, they touched, and I'm sure that cut that tire down. And you pointed out the wiggles down the straightaway. That's the indication something is wrong, and now he's just hanging on. He's trying to hold it on to it.
Yeah. Speaking of Raja, I mean, look at the 88 dive down and miss that.
He gets a little left side damage hitting the 87 of Austin Green for Raja.
And hey, celebrate Austin Green, who's knocking on the door of the top 10 in the draft.
Oh, Brennan Poole gets caught up in that as well.
Shame.
Ryan Ellis, see LeVar Scott come in from the back.
Wheezed all together. End up with Ryan Sieg going around in front of the field to the tri-oval.
Hangs in there, and there it goes. Another save by Raja Carew. Hitting the outside wall. That's Josh Williams in the 92.
Huge contact by the 92.
Oh, hard in the inside wall.
Caution is out for the 7th time.
He had to have gotten hooked when someone checked. Like maybe
in the inside row, you can see Joey come to his bumper, start pushing him as he moved down. Got into him. You heard him say, I didn't mean to, but
well, it's
regardless, he got in the back of the
It's so hard to push down there because it's rough.
Especially, yes, agree. As soon as he came down
got
the
him right
apron,
there.
right at the wrong time. I don't think he meant to do that, but it doesn't change the fact. Huge hit for Alfredo, even bigger for Cindric.
Cindric took a massive hit right there.
Sure did. With a good car. Solid weekend. Unloaded a fast race car with that 2 car. Chastain was along for the ride. He tried to get it gathered up. Couldn't do it.
It just doesn't take much with these cars. Once you get that back end light and you get the back of the car from being straight, it's as soon as you dump out of the throttle or try to correct, and Joey was on his bumper all the way until he wrecked pretty much right there. So
now Austin Cindric has said on the radio that he is okay after that hard hit. His average running position today was 6th, but he is out of the car, out of the race. From Joey Logano.
Well, watch, you can see 22's in trouble. Got up, shot back across the apron. 16 gets in there shooting, stayed on the racetrack, and as Joey came back up, they got into one another, and bam!
Yeah, and he just didn't expect the 16 car to be there, and it just all, as he started to come up the racetrack,
see him moving
16,
back up.
Allmendinger snuck in there, and he was there.
That's your pole sitter. Their day is done.
And look, the spotters at this racetrack are in turn 3. in the middle of turns 3 and 4. That angle going into turn 1, the driver's kind of on his own right there as far as making those tight calls like that. So you know that going in from a driver's standpoint. The spotter will give you a suggestion, but it is not guaranteed because of the angle of the spotters at this track.
Now, as this unfolded, you'll see Chase Elliott get some damage, and I believe Shane Van Gisbergen gets a piece of this too. And around goes Zane Smith and John Hunter Nemechek. They collect Ty Dillon.
Which is exactly what these two tires wanted at a deficit to Bell, and is exactly not what Christopher Bell wanted. He needed this thing to